Shine on, shine on. My bad, y'all. Y'all caught me. How you doing? You caught me, man. I was jamming. That's like my morning affirmations. The glow. You got the glow. Because when you got the glow, ain't no stopping what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You feel it in your hands. You feel it in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my joint right there. So, hey, how y'all doing, man? Breezecast, episode number 15. Back at you. Like, we about to get it in real quick. I'm literally about to do this and then load the truck up and go do a graduation real quick. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of working, shout out to the rodeo this past weekend. That mug was banging. Oh, snap. I can't even, that mug was banging, dog. You know it was. I can't even put my hat on because I got my headphones. But you see me out here, man, with the Stinson, with the brim. So shout out to the rodeo, man, the Midwest Invitational Rodeo. It's a family event, man. It was off the chain. I DJ'd during the day. Nice crowd, good vibes. Got me a hat. Shout out to the brothers that sold me that hat and gave me a little discount. Shout out to everybody, all the vendors, man. Good food. They had the mechanical bull called Django. So that was going down. Shout out to them brothers, man. And the after party was banging too out there at Bayou Billy's. That's Billy's off the Bayou or Bayou Billy. I know Bayou Billy is a Nintendo game back in the day, but I think that's what it's called. It's out in Belleville. But check them out. Much love, man. Shout out to everybody out there. You know what time it is, man. Shout out to my man's Carl for putting me on. We're going to do it again next year for sure, man. Cool Breezecast, man. We up in this thing, man. Hitting y'all with some news and just chopping it up with y'all for a minute, man, before I get my day started. But shoot, he's already started. But hey, I want y'all to have a good weekend this weekend. And it's Father's Day, so shout out to all the dads. I'm a stepdad. I'm not a dad. I'm a stepdad. Shout out to my step baby. Love you, girl. Yeah. Shout out to my other little baby. Just graduated from 8th grade. About to get ready to go to high school. Much love. Yeah. But shout out to all the dads that's doing what they're supposed to do and the mamas too. But we're going to put them to the side today for Father's Day. Like, you know, this ain't you. This is for the dads. So shout out to the dads that show up and do what they're supposed to do, man. They deserve to be recognized. You dig? Your main man, Cool Breeze. Breezecast episode 15, man. Let's get into it, man. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Book DJ Cool Breeze and on Twitter at Book Cool Breeze. And I'm on Facebook at DJ Cool Breeze as well. So check me out. All right? You ain't got no excuse. And you can listen to this on all streaming platforms, all your Apple Music, Spotify, all of that. Or you can go to YouTube and watch the video. You can watch the video. That's at Book DJ Cool Breeze on YouTube. All right? So check me out. You ain't got no excuse. You ain't got no excuse to be missing out. So let's get into it, man. On the top of the list, my auntie and your auntie. I don't know if she's still gonna be able to be my auntie after the way she acting, man. I love me some Anita Baker. For real. I do. But this shit right here is crazy. Like, you got Babyface on your tour. Babyface is a legend, just like Anita Baker. Like, his music is the bomb and feels like that man, it's good R&B. When I listen to Anita Baker and Babyface, it give me those them home vibes. Like, when you think of a time, comfort vibes. That's comfort music. Because when you listen to it, you think about a time when you was riding in the car with your parents, and you was, you didn't have no bills. We was just worried about what toy you was going to get for Christmas. Or worried about not getting your ass whooped for doing something at school. Because I didn't have to worry about my grades. My grades was A1. I had a little trouble in spelling, but I just had to study. But she tripping, man. It all started in Minnesota when they was doing the show at the Prudential Center, right? And they had some technical difficulties with the screen and stuff for Babyface performance, so they couldn't get out on time. And instead of just letting him do his thing, or maybe doing his thing and shorten his set, or she do her thing and shorten her set a little bit, she just said he can't go on. And then that turned into a whole thing because Kenny Babyface Edmonds, his fans was like, yo, that ain't cool, this, and they went to the left. And there was also a thing about him being a co-headliner, and she like, no, he ain't no co-headliner. He just on the show with me. He's a what? No, he's not a co-headliner. He's underneath that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I get that this is the anniversary of her album coming out like 35, 40 years ago, The Songstress. Cool. But that's Babyface. Like, if anything, y'all could do a couple songs together and make some memories. Or that could possibly turn into a single or an album. Or, maybe his band could play a couple songs. You could, you know what I'm saying, for you, or anything. But you shut all that down because you Anita Baker and it's all about you and da da da. And then let's be real, man. The consensus in the community is that Anita Baker mean. Like we love her music, but she mean to the mug. Everybody got a mean ass diva ass auntie who you can't talk to pretty much because you can't tell her nothing. She know everything. You ain't shit and you ain't gonna be shit. And the only way to do things is the way she does them. And that's just not realistic. So I've heard all the stuff about Anita Baker, man, but I still listen to the music. So for me, I'm pretty much cool on the concert. And listen, y'all, Babyface Ray is not gonna be at that concert, dog. He is not, man. If anything, he gonna be sitting down there with us folks watching it, smoking the L. You feel me? Cause I just feel like if Anita Baker had a problem with Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, she's definitely gonna have a problem with what's my man name? Marcellus Raymond. Babyface Ray. She's definitely gonna have a problem with him and the crew. As soon as they light some weed up, it's over. She ain't gonna like they clothes, you know, and she gonna have an attitude. So I don't know, man. That would be dope to see. When I first did see it and saw she was coming here and I saw Babyface, I was like, Babyface Ray? But it make more sense for Babyface, Kenneth Babyface Edmonds to be there. You know, it's R&B. You don't want to go from, what's his new joint? All-Star Team. That mother go. All-Star Team. And then all of a sudden she come out like, won't you feel the need of me, babe? It just don't go. You know what I'm saying? When you go from, bad bitches need allowance. Bad bitches need allowance. Then we go to sweet love. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So, hey, I like Anita Baker. But when it comes down to it, to like artists of her ilk, I put like her, Beyonce. No, not Beyonce. Sade is in that category. You can throw Beyonce in there too. But like definitely like those. And when it comes down to like Beyonce and Sade, I'm more of a Sade person. For real. Sade music is like, you just speak to your soul. You can make love to it. You can think about your life to it. You can smoke to it. You can take the shrooms to it. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Sade. But Anita Baker tripping, man. Like with all the stuff going on, just be nice, man. You getting a big bag. Everybody coming to see you, talking about it. Why you gotta make it where now we talking about this? You know? So whatever, man. Breezecast episode 15, man. I need a lighter, dog. I need a lighter. I need a lighter. Hold on, man. I need a lighter, dog. Real fast. Real fast. There you go. I got it. Here I come. There we go, y'all. I'm sorry. I got my Third Eye shirt on, too. Shout out to Third Eye, Craft Affair, Third Eye Muse. These are the mushroom bars that I like to eat. My man Nate hooks them up. Fire, man. Third Eye, my brothers. Much love, man. So, moving it along, man. I had to get the lighter real quick. You know, spark a little something in the morning, a little wake and bake. It's medicine. Sukihana is in the news again. She's in the news again. And what do we have going on, man? Now, you know, last week I was talking about her because she had this picture with Diddy. Is that her? No, that's my bad. That's somebody else. I just was tripping on Diddy being nasty. But that seems like it could go in with what, you know, she be on. But the latest thing is between her and YK Osiris. YK Osiris, what is a song from YK Osiris? Let me just look real quick because I be seeing the boy and I might even, once I see the song, YK Osiris, what's his song? Worth It, Valentine, Gospel, he on the Baby album, Secret. All right. I couldn't name a song, like I couldn't sing you none of his songs or nothing like that off rip. The last new song he had, it said July 22nd, 2022. So, okay, the only thing I really heard about dude is like he was on a boat with Diddy, and it sounded a little fruity, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Diddy, he got little fruity breadcrumbs going around, you know, to each his own, but I'm just saying, like, hey, if you gonna be gay, just be gay. But he, like, put it like this. If I'm on an interview show, I'm not gonna be in a position where you're gonna ask me something about that alluding to some man touching me with my underwear on. It was something like that with him. He was on the Breakfast Club, man. Look it up. But it's not gonna be nothing where you're gonna be able to ask me where I'm gonna be in this position like that where it was even questionable. And for him, they asked him the question and he like laughed it off. But it just was like, man, if you not trying to be gay, you know what I'm saying, or you know, involved in that activity, you just gonna say it like, no, that didn't happen. He just laughed it off like, ha 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 ha, no, man, Diddy cool, man. And so, whatever. But that's neither here nor there. That's just the type of stuff that's attached to this guy. Because I don't know nothing about his music, and I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. He got to be doing something. And then, you know, Sukihana, she she got the video, the picture the other day where she was sucking some dude toes, man. I'm talking about ooh. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a good look. They was saying it was Sada Baby feet, and he had to get on the internet and say, "They ain't my damn feet." You know what I'm saying? But that part, and then you got the part where she was in the video with NLE Chopper, where he was walking her like a dog. What else? She also had the video where she was giving some fellatio, and she gave it to the point where she threw up, and then took video of the throw up on her leg. Like, okay, I'm just giving you background, all right. But bottom line, they was at the event, and dude YK Osiris kissed her, like forcibly kissed her, like was like, you know what I'm saying, and she was like pushing back and stuff. So sexual assault charges arise. Now, I'm just gonna say this: like, she promotes herself a certain way. The things that I described to you with the head and the throw up and the dog leash and her music, you know what I'm saying? She got her music is like she got the song about eating ass. You know what I'm saying? It's a literally song about eating ass. Hey man, to each his own. With all of that said, she promotes a sexual type of vibe. She even had OnlyFans at one point, you know? But with all of that said, that does not mean that you can just do whatever you want. You can't just go and put your lips on her. You know what I'm saying? If she don't want you to touch her, you can't touch her, no matter what she promotes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Ryan Davis. If it's a woman on the side of a road, butt naked with a sign that say, "Come and get this," you still have to come over there. That don't just mean just go over there and you in. That mean go over there and you have to, if that's what you're into, number one, if you gonna go get with a chick on the side of the road with a sign with her legs open, hey, that's you. But you go over there, you still got to be like, hey, is this for me? Is this invitation for me, or is this for someone else? Is this for you? Is this for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go over there and just jump in, because you can mess around and it could be sexual assault. So I don't want to see the young dude get in trouble, where he get like jail and rape. I don't want it to go that far, but just slap him on the wrist, whatever. Like, come on. Like, he ain't done nothing else. If anything, he just was on the boat with Diddy, and it was something else with Drake. Yeah, ride with Diddy and hanging around with Drake and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But just because you promote a sexual image don't mean that people can just do whatever they want. I always think about that Dave Chappelle comedy show where he was like, the woman was like, she had on the sexy outfit. Oh, she was dressed like, where Dave Chappelle was like, the woman was dressed like a prostitute. And then he came over and said something to her, and she was like, just because I'm dressed like this doesn't mean I'm a prostitute. And then Dave Chappelle flipped it and was like, if I was standing around with a cop uniform and then you needed my help. And he's like, just because I'm dressed like this doesn't mean I'm a cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how the world go, but I'm just saying, just because she promotes herself a certain way doesn't mean that that's acceptable. Now, in the world that we live in with the internet, people are going to say what they want to say. You can be labeled a hoe. You can be labeled free. You know what I'm saying? You can be labeled whatever. But people are going to say what they're going to say. But regardless of all of that, should nobody put their hands on you, especially not trying to kiss you, and if you don't want it. All right? So, hey, Sukihana, that's not my cup of tea. Do what you do. Get your bag, Just got to keep your soul right. You don't want to just put everything out there. But hey, to each his own, man. You live it how you get it, I guess. All right? Moving it along, the Breezecast, episode 15. Your main man, DJ Cool Breeze, man. Just kicking it with y'all, man. Before I get out here and go DJ and stuff and save the world. No number one hip-hop song in 2023. That was an article from Complex Magazine. There was no number one hip-hop song in 2023 that was number one on the charts. You know what I'm saying? Like, none. And when I heard it, I said, wow. But it makes sense. Like, a lot of the music that's out right now, it don't last. And when I think about it, I think about, like, off rip. What's that joint? Pound Town. Pound Town is a good example. At Pound Town, you can put all of it, like a lot of the TikTok music in that category. But the Pound Town song, we're not going to be playing this song 5 years from now. This song is a moment. When they come on, people only sing the booty hole brown part. And then after that, it's like, whatever. You dig? That's not a number one song. It's a trendy song, like maybe kind of a fad, But it's not gonna last. You know, and you think about it, like a lot of the TikTok songs, the only when you play them as a DJ, when you playing them, people just do the dance. They don't know nothing about the words. They don't know nothing about the artist. They don't know nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? All they know is the dance that's associated with the song. That's it. And that's cool. But you think about, I think about when I be DJing and when parties is really banging, and it be when I'm playing old school music. Like even some of the proms that I did the other week, I incorporated old school music. Like you gonna hear a little Montel Jordan, you know. You gonna hear a little BBD Poison, you know. Um, you might hear some Music Soul Child, you know, from when he first came out. Now I know this, just friends. You know, you might hear some of that because it lasts, you know. And then like, shout out to when we be kicking it on the boat, we be on the old school vibes. We might get into some rap, but it be old rap. We're not gonna be on the boat listening to Drake. We're not gonna be on the boat listening to Kendrick Lamar per se. Maybe, but no, it's gonna be vibes, you know. And nowadays, if you want vibes, you got to go back what about 20 years ago. The 90s stuff is the 2000s, 90s, yeah, and then 80s for sure. And then the further you go back, like you really get into some good R&B. But yeah, the music don't last, man. And then like think about where people listen to their music at nowadays. Back in the day, it was like you bought the album and then you listened to the album. You know, then it turned into albums, you know, being on tape and stuff like that. And of course, you're gonna listen to the radio. But now you got the radio, the internet, your streaming services. Like it's some people who just listen to music on YouTube and Spotify. Now don't even have a streaming service. So you got like all of those different things. And you got all these subgenres of hip hop. Like you got the lyrical guys, you know, who want to hear lyrics and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe like Dave East, Nas type of stuff like that. Benny the Butcher, stuff like that. Then you got the emo kids, you know what I'm saying? Like the Juice Worlds, RIP, you know what I'm saying? Like Playboy Cardi on that like rock star type of vibe. You got some of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Then you got what? Besides them, then you got what's another subgenre? I had wrote it down, man. Oh, and then like you got the streets, you know what I'm saying? The gangster, the street shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you got like the player vibes that I like, the weed player vibes, you know, hippie type of vibes, kinda, you know what I'm saying? Almost. So it's so many different genres of hip hop where I can just listen to player stuff all day. Jay Worthy, Currency, Dom Kennedy, Primo Rice, you know, that type of scope. You know what I'm saying? All day and not even be concerned. It could be a number one song in hip hop, but I don't know nothing about it because it's in a genre of hip hop that I don't mess with. You feel me? So we got to come together on that. Shout out to my brother July Jackson, man. Good shit. But I don't know. It's so spread out, and we listen to music in so many places. Cause like the SoundCloud crew is different from the people who mainly prefer Apple Music and stuff like that. So it's a lot. It's a lot to be said about where we listening to it. But all I know is, man, the music it got to get better, man. Like we got to put more time into it, man. Like it don't always. Everybody don't have to copy off of each other. Like don't be afraid to be original. You know what I'm saying? Like it's enough. We go back to the subgenre. It's enough people listening to hip hop because hip hop is still dominant. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But it's enough people listening to it where even if you do something different, you might get people from other genres of music to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? So just do you. So this, and then one more thing I'll say too. The big guys or the big dogs in hip hop dropped last year. Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, all of those guys. They dropped last year. This year we had like Moneybagg Yo, Dirt, NBA YoungBoy. I heard what's the name is coming out with a project toward the end of the year, Travis Scott. So last year we got all of those big guys, and we going through a change in hip hop, man. Kind of like with the NBA, the LeBron and D Wade and Carmelo and cats like that. They're retiring, so these new guys is coming up. You know, John Morant, Zion Williamson. You know, cats like that. Nikola Jokic. You know, stuff like that. So it's changing. With the NBA, you can kind of see who's gonna be the next guys. With rap, not so much. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with rap in the next couple years because, man, I know I listen to it and there'll be some jams, but I'll be listening to more old school R&B, and I love doing parties where I can play that for sure. DJ Cool Breeze, Breezecast, man, moving it along. You know how we do, man. Make sure y'all follow at Book DJ Cool Breeze and on Instagram at Book DJ Cool Breeze and on Twitter at Book Cool Breeze. The playoffs is over. I told y'all, Jokic and them took care of business, man. One thing about Jokic, he don't be real excited about all of this. After he won, he was like, I'm just trying to get back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And to my family. And then you got to think about what he went through. He's from Serbia. It was pictures with the one picture they showed where he had the Denver Nuggets sweatshirt on. Like, he done been through a lot. His country was at war at that point. So, you know, I couldn't even imagine that. They was talking about him being in a bomb shelter with his brother. You know what I'm saying? So them times when he got to play basketball and kick it and be a kid, that was a blessing. So for him, all of this wild stuff, I just want to kick it with my family and enjoy it with my family, you know? And I can't do nothing but respect that. The man played great, set all the records. Let's see what happened, man. Dynasty is definitely on the table. They're gonna retain the players that they have and maybe addition by subtraction or whatever. But we're gonna see. Shout out to Denver Nuggets, the champions. No more basketball. That means it's just time for baseball. Boo. Baseball not my jam. But it's cool, though. Shout out to all the baseball lovers, man. My brother Floyd, he loved baseball. My dad, too. Moving it on, man. Moving it on. Zion Williamson, man. Real quick, man. His business is his business. But he put it out there for public consumption. You know, you said that, and then everything been going left. Everybody knows about the baby that he has on the way with the woman who is a stripper, and then she used to kick it with Bootsy. Then you go on to Mariah Mills, the porn star, and her giving her 2 cents about their relationship and just putting them on blast. It's kind of messy. Now we get to trade rumors. They're talking about trading him so they can get the second pick, so they can get Scoop Henderson and pair him with Brandon Ingram. And who else? Brandon Ingram and CJ McCullough and the other guys that they got. Nice core. Because, you know, Zion, he got all this stuff going on. He been injured. And they trying to win. That's a trip. Like, life come at you fast, man. And for Zion, I say, man, damn. You can have sex with whoever you want. But you just got to keep it to yourself, man. For the most part. You know? But let's be real. If Zion was playing all this time and was dunking on people and all of that, this wouldn't be as much of a thing, I don't think. We'd be talking more about what he's doing, especially if he yamming on dudes, averaging 25, 26 points or something and some rebounds, for sure. I know one person who happy about this is Ja Morant, because we're not talking about Ja Morant. We're talking more about Zion and his love life than Ja Morant and the Pistols. So, I don't know, man. Zion, brother, just be careful, man. Because you ain't played in a while and the injury. Stay focused, man. Get back on the court and play ball, because you got stuff going on. And they showed stuff where he was sending her 20 bands, 100,000 over the course of some time, you know, taking care of her. And I'm like, that's a lot of money to be throwing away. You could have put that up. You could have invested it. Instead, nah, she's balling. You know what I'm saying? Off of what? Some pussy? All right, Zion. Hey, what they say? It ain't tricking if you got it, I guess. Not me, though. I get my money. Me and one good lady, and we're gonna have a couple babies and be out the way. Be at the crib in the back chilling by the waterfall. How about that? Cool Breeze on the Breezecast, man. Chopping it up with you, man. You know how I get down. What else we got? Michigan is about to have no cell phone law in the car. It goes into effect on the 30th of June. So y'all, it's all the people's fault who can't put their phone down in the car. I literally be driving and be seeing people in the car like watching movies, like with the phone up, watching like videos. Like, you know, you driving, we on the freeway, the speed limit 70, you going 60, and you in your car on the phone watching the video. I even seen one girl who had her phone in the steering wheel right there, like right in the steering wheel, so she could drive and be like, and that's too much. Like, take a break from your phone. Like, put that mug in the room sometimes and just enjoy life. Smell the roses. I've been saying that lately, man. Smell the roses, dog. That phone, come on, man. Like now, so you gonna tell me I'm in my car, I pull up to the light, and I change the song on my phone? I know I want to hear Jay Worthy. I want to hear Stevie Wonder. I want to hear whatever. I want to AC/DC. I want to hear, not AC/DC, ZZ Top. You know, whatever, when the music hits you, you like, man, I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be at the light and changing my song. You going to write me a ticket because I was using my phone at the light. And I'm like, even if you want to talk on your phone in the car, you can use hands free. And you can still focus on the road and have a whole conversation. I be seeing angry black girls doing it all the time in their car, yelling too. And you can hear the other person on the phone. I be like, turn that shit down or roll up the windows at least. But y'all be careful out here because they're going to be on that shit. You know, out in the burbs, Troy, Oak Park, Sterling Heights, you know, any of those places like that, Southfield, you know, they're going to be Allen Park. You know, they're going to be on it. You know what I'm saying? In the city, probably, but you really gonna have to be egregious for them to get on you. So just be careful out here, man. Don't be having no accidents and stuff like that, man. Just take care of yourself and put the phone down. It's okay. Get a phone a break. Breezecast, episode 15, man. You already know what it is. I appreciate everybody who listens and tunes in, my little viewers, you know what I'm saying? Not little viewers. My smaller number of viewers. Let's hope to get it to a larger number. You feel me? I appreciate y'all watching because y'all could be checking out anything, but y'all check me out for a minute. I appreciate it. You dig? So just shout out to everybody, man. You know, I always give y'all a little Zelda news. Shout out to Lionel Richie. I got the Master Sword now. I did that whole quest. I went under there and I went to the Deku Tree and I went down there and I beat the Gloom, beat Phantom Ganon ass, and then went up there and jumped down on top of the light dragon, and I got the sword. It was on my YouTube the other day. It was epic, like I thought it would be. Now I got to go do the water temple and the other one in the desert. So, yay. It's all to the good, man. One more time for the rodeo, man. That mug was lit, bro. I wish I could put my hat on, but I got my headphones on. But, dog, we're going to be out there again next week. Shout out to Low Key Entertainment, No Dudes, No Rules, RC. Yeah, they be doing the RC racing, too. I got to get down with that, too. Shout out to my homie Carl. But we getting it in, so, man, y'all be on the lookout. Next year, we're going to be back at it again for the rodeo, and I'm going to have my hat. You dig? So, today, I'm about to go do a graduation, and then I have to do a graduation party. So, shout out to everybody graduating. It's June. It's about to be summer for real. It got cold for a couple days and was rainy, but, you know, we about to get back on track. But you know what it is, man. Your main man, DJ Cool Breeze, just hitting you with a little something. The Breezecast, episode 15. Follow me on Instagram, at BookDJCoolBreeze, and follow me on Twitter at BookCoolBreeze. Don't forget about the Zaza Fest on the 23rd. It's going down. It's going to be a dope-ass party. That's next Friday. We're going to have good smoke in the building and good vibes. Sounds by moi. All right? So make sure y'all pull up Crud Inc. We'll be in the building. You feel me? Shout out to Judge Strange, too, man. And the Dab House. Don't forget about New Music Sunday. Each and every Sunday with Coalition DJs, man. Shout out to the artists that came through this past week with some good music. Man, I love when they come through with good music, you know? For real. So shout out to that artist tap in, man, so y'all can get with us, man, and get your music heard and get it in rotation. So then when you go to the club, you can hear your song played by the Coalition DJs. All right? So with that said, I'm about to go do this graduation so I can get over here and take care of this business. And yeah, Breezecast episode 15. Y'all know what time it is, man. Leave y'all with something. Just make sure you smell the roses sometimes. All right? Don't get so caught up in business and what you're doing that you don't acknowledge your people. You know, sometimes I had one of my brothers text me. He was like, "Hey, I need to do this," and I was like, "Good morning. What's up with you?" You know what I'm saying? And my point was like, smell the roses sometimes. Just don't get caught up in business when you don't value your people. Because if I call you for something, I'm gonna check on you and see how you doing first. Like, hey man, what's up, my brother? You all right? My man. Yo, can you hook this up for me? Or can we work on this? Can we do this? That's how you do it. That's all, man. And when I say smell the roses, enjoy what's out here, man. God made all this beautiful skies, fresh air, stuff like that. Just sometimes just take a little minute just to take it in, you know? Because we be so busy moving, we don't do that sometimes. So just take a little bit of that good vibe in, you know what I'm saying? All right? Do it for me. And then take a little bit of that in, all right? You main man, Cool Breeze, Breezecast. I'll catch y'all next week.